Hey guys, how you doing? This is KJ here from the scariest movie ever made and riggedreality.com, and this is going to be a video about the Sandy Hook shootings and also an Aurora, Colorado shooting connection. I've done a few videos on both of those shootings. I even did one on the Sikh temple. And I've done all the research I can on this stuff. Sandy Hook keeps developing. It's getting creepier, it seems like. There's more and more interesting stuff coming out on that. And if you're not familiar with my videos, I do a lot of breaking Masonic code or showing Illuminati symbolism in our world around us, right? And that goes back to this, because as I was doing some research on Sandy Hook, and again, thanks to my subscribers who are sending me some really cool videos, somebody sent me one video, and it had an Illuminati card on it, and it wasn't in the context I'm going to show it to you today, but I noticed some things on there, and I think they're pretty wild. I haven't seen anybody else pick up on this, so I want to show that to you. But before I get to that, and this is going to be the card that shows you the connection between Aurora, Colorado, the Sandy Hook shootings, and a game called the Illuminati. It's an Illuminati card game from 1995, okay? So before we get to all that, let's just go ahead and start here, and I'll show that most things that happen in our world, everything really is connected. And a lot of the time with these big shootings, or look back at 9/11, I mean, big events, a lot of times you can actually find signs that were given to us before these things happened, all right? It's called lesser magic. I know a lot of you out there may not understand this kind of stuff. If you don't, just research the Illuminati a little bit, research the Masons. You could check my site, check my channel, or just check YouTube in general. There's tons of great videos out there on the Illuminati and on Masons and how they work. Again, it's called lesser magic. They make us a part of the spell. They'll give us hints on what's to come, and it works in a few different ways. In a way, we kind of become a part of the spell by giving it our energy, and secondly, it's a way of kind of knocking out the argument over conspiracies. In other words, a lot of things you'll see in movies and commercials or TV shows that hint at things that are going to come. I'll show you a few examples. And when it happens and you try to explain that to somebody, they're going to think you're a kook because they're like, oh, that was on TV, or I saw that movie. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of how it works. Anyway, just to get started, so you guys probably know this guy right here, and this is the kid that has been convicted, I guess, at this point, of the Batman shootings at the theater in Aurora, Colorado. And what was weird is just before this shooting happened, during one of the Olympic ceremonies, they had these guys come out, and they looked just like him, right? He was supposed to be the Joker during these shootings, so that was interesting, right? Here he is in court again, completely out of his mind, right? And if you want to see more on that, like I said, I have a video on my channel, and other people out there are doing great research on that as well. Here's one of the Illuminati cards, and you see right here the Joker guy, right there's the theater behind him, and then there's the lights from the theater. And it matches up right here. Kind of creepy, right? So it's moving on. I've shown some of this in some of my other videos, but I think it comes into play here too, so I just want to catch you up. This is Batman down here. This is 9/11, right? From when the planes hit. And it looks a lot alike, right? And then right here we've got, on this side, we've got Batman standing amidst all the destruction. And over here we've got a Nazi officer standing amidst all the destruction from Reichstag, which was a false flag attack that Hitler used to basically take over in Germany and rise. They took over the guns and all that good stuff, and of course he became a huge power, but Reichstag is what really gave him that power. It was a false flag attack. Here we go with some more symbolism, the one eye. The one eye. It's always the Illuminati one eye, right? Here's all three of these guys showing their one eye salute to the Illuminati. Now we go here. So a lot of you guys have seen this probably, and I know it's not the greatest quality, but Sandy Hook was in the Dark Knight Rises. Right down here, you can't read it, but again, you can just do a little research. I tried to find a better example, but let me see, this might be it. No, both examples are horrible, but you can see it clearly. Sandy Hook is down here, but the main reason I wanted to show you these pictures, let me see if this is a better example. Not much. All right, let's go here. Is mainly because I wanted to show you the pyramid right here. Can you see it? Here's the pyramid they drew on there, the Illuminati pyramid with the circle at top. All right, and that's going to come into play in a second. And this map was in Dark Knight Rises. All right, so Sandy Hook was there, and they got the Illuminati pyramid. here's the connection with Comic-Con, the biggest comic convention in the world. I've been to a couple of them in California. They're awesome. They're pretty epic. If you're into pop culture and movies and all that kind of stuff, usually geeky type stuff, Comic-Con's the place for you. It's nationwide. I mean, it goes all over the place. But what I mainly want you to see here is, of course, the one eye. Again, right? It's just showing you who is behind Comic-Con. They have developed geek culture. They give us our idols and our heroes to keep us distracted, okay? That's why, you got grown men who are big into comic books and video games and, their favorite superheroes and still acting like children. And I'm one of them sometimes, so I'm not putting that down. I'm just saying that's what it is. So here's the Illuminati card game. It was made back in 1995 by Steve Jackson. A lot of the cards in this game have come true. I think this is one of the biggest examples of lesser magic out there. Here's the most popular ones. You've probably seen these. There's the Pentagon Attack, and there's the Twin Towers. Remember, these were made in 1995, and incidentally, 66 right here is the number of the fallen angels that fell to the earth with the devil. All right. Anyway, here's this. They do this a lot. I just wanted to show you a quick example. Many of you have seen this, but that's September 11th. The first 9/11, the attack. That's Neo's birthday in the Matrix. All right, and that happened, of course, before the attacks. Another one I thought was interesting is the tidal wave card right here. There's a lot of things showing up that I've been noticing that are showing a possible real tidal wave hitting one of the coasts. And this right here is from St. John's Cathedral in New York City. It's one of the pillars, and it shows these huge waves back here overtaking the city and completely destroying it. Also on those pillars, there's tons of prophetic stuff going on. They show like the birth of an Antichrist-looking baby and all this other kind of stuff. So check out St. John's Cathedral pillars. Really interesting. I did a video on the clouds, the way clouds have been possibly showing us prophetic things are going to come. This was in Florida, and this shows you huge tsunami waves going over the buildings. Here's another picture. Look at that. That's crazy. So I've got a few videos on the clouds too. I think that sometimes things may work that way. We're given hints and signals of things that may come. Look at these. That was in, I believe, Arkansas or Louisiana. Sorry, I'm not really sure exactly where off the top of my head. But look at these huge tsunami waves out there right off the coast. Weird, right? Alright, so moving on. Let's go right here. Here's another card I wanted to show you. Just again to show you how a lot of these things match up in the game. There's an oil spill card from, from the Gulf of Mexico, I'm guessing, because right there is one of the most popular pictures that came out of the Gulf of Mexico of the bird covered in oil. And look at that. Same position, right? Alright, lastly, guys, here's the whole point of the video. This is really what I want to show you, is, here we go, right here. So let's go ahead and adjust this a little. There we go. Okay, I hope you can see that alright. I tried to get a better example. It was tough because a lot of these are just kind of hard to see. But this is the Illuminati University card. Let me see if I can bring this up a little. See that? Now here's what really stood out for me on this card, and I think it's kind of a trip. But if you look here in the classroom, all the students, they're dressed up as superheroes. Right? You get a blue suit on, yellow suit, red suit with devil horns, it looks like, black suit, yellowish looking suit with a sword right there on his back. So these are superheroes, okay? Here's the teacher with some kind of mind control thing going on up here. And I also thought it was interesting right here that they got the Illuminati pyramid with the circle right there. And that, of course, reminded me of this. Let's go back to that map. And remember, there we go. Got the Illuminati pyramid right here with the circle at the top. Oops. So you see? So that right there matches up with this right here. And why would they be superheroes in the classroom, right? There's nothing said on here that says anything, no indication about superheroes. So again, it shows you that connection between the superhero culture and bad things happening, right? Again, back to the Batman stuff. I believe that's a strong connection. And a lot of times I like to get confirmations on things like this. And here was the last one I thought was really weird. Right down here at the bottom, the numbers 2 and 6, 26. Even here they're telling you, weird science and magic. Well, that's what we're dealing with, right? So how many people were allegedly shot dead at Sandy Hook? 26. There's 26 dead, including 20 kids in Newtown. Anyway, guys, that's what I wanted to show you. The world works this way. I know it's kind of weird. It's kind of wild. A lot of you might not get it. You may just be ignorant to it, and that's not a slam or anything. do a little research and check this out. If you open your mind and look around, you're going to see that these things happen all the time around us, okay? So anyway, guys, I thought that was kind of huge. There's your connection. Essentially, the Aurora shootings and the Sandy Hook shootings, I believe, were predicted back in 1995. Here's the connection right here to both, I believe. So thanks again, guys, for checking it out. Leave your comments at the bottom, and I'll talk to you later.